Alright everyone, this is going to be a bit of a shorter video, but it's really important, and I definitely think this deserves its own dedicated short video to bring some attention to, especially considering that I actually missed this the first time that it went around. In fact, I'm actually posting an updated version to this video because apparently they've done this before, but it's really easy to miss it in the patch notes, which is why I wanted to talk about this. Now, this is huge news if you are free to play, and it also gives you a reason to possibly save up some gems as well. So while we've got the Blue Lilia banner going on, it could definitely be many weeks before we have another banner that's really going to be worth spending a lot of gems on. This is definitely going to be a reason to do so. And what I'm talking about is, of course, costumes, but specifically we've got a very important costume set out right now where the costumes, you can buy the full set for real money, but that's obviously not really a viable or reasonable option for a lot of people, especially if you're free to play. You're obviously not going to spend real money on a costume set. Well, the good news is this costume set has an individual item purchase period after the real money purchase period for the full costume is done. And the great thing as well is the individual item purchase, you can buy one item from costume sets, where of course if you spend real money, you have to buy the full set. Now, the reason why this is a really big deal is because the Honor and Scars Holy Knight Set 2 actually features an incredibly powerful game-changing weapon for Hauser that has a ton of pierce rate and crit damage on it. Of course, most importantly, the pierce rate because of his pierce-based skill. So let's actually head into the Sacred Treasure Shop here. And we'll see this costume set is the second one on the list. So as of me recording this, we've got 10 days and 22 hours remaining. The set purchase period is after the maintenance, which was 6/16 until 6/29. And then the individual item purchase period starts on the 30th and lasts for 2 weeks all the way until the 13th. And you can see here, we've got Griamore, Hauser, Guild Thunder, Jericho, and Gila featured in this set. So you can, of course, right now, at the time of me recording this, at the time that this is posted, for the next 10 days and 22 hours, buy the full set for me anyway, it's $24, and you get an extra 30 gems on top of it. But if that's not a reasonable option for you, or if you're free to play and obviously you're not going to spend real money, then in 10 days and 22 hours, this set will disappear for real money, but then the individual item purchase will begin, and you'll be able to buy individual pieces for what I believe is going to be 30 gems each, because they are UR items. Now, the other great news as well is if you take a look at this, in the star right below that, you will receive diamonds for costumes that you already own when you buy a set. EX, you buy a set, but you already own the weapon costume, you will receive diamonds for the weapon costume. So this is fantastic news, just a great quality of life change, because people who decide to buy an individual item and then later want to buy the full set, it's not like, you know, things are going to go to waste, right? It's not like you're only going to get 2 out of the 3 costume pieces but pay the same money. You're actually going to get a rebate for the gems that you bought on the original piece. So fantastic news, and especially for Hauser. So let's talk about his weapon here, because this is kind of the highlight of why I really wanted to bring some extra attention to this. Is apparently they've done this before. Again, this is the second time I'm recording this because I didn't know they've done this before, and I missed out. I completely missed out. Maybe it was really early on. Maybe I don't remember if I even had Hauser at this time. But this weapon is crazy, and especially if you use Hauser in PvP, even if you just use him in PvE, 8% pierce rate on a pierce unit that has a specific skill that's pierce is a game changer. Normally, I would say, you know, like when it comes to weapons, all URs are better than all SSRs, are better than all SRs, and so on and so forth. But the exception to the rule is weapons that have pierce on pierce-based units, like Hauser, of course. Taking a look at his skills, you'll see his first skill, he's got, where's my Hauser here? Here he is. This ability right here, Rising Storm, pierce damage to 100% on all enemies. Of course, that's the 3x pierce rate increase. And then you've got, of course, Demon Meliodas, who's got his first skill, which is pierce-based. That's the exception. So any kind of weapons that have pierce for, you know, Hauser, Demon Meliodas, or any other units that have a pierce-based skill, all of a sudden moves way up on the, you know, priority list, and those become essentially must-use weapons. So the difference between having that 8% pierce weapon and not having it is huge, especially in PvP. So you know, a great opportunity to be able to pick it up for gems and not real money. And if you guys don't have the 30 gems to buy it, well, now you've got 10 or 11 days or so in order to save up. And even if you maybe you don't have Hauser or you're not interested in Hauser at all, you've got all those other units that are featured on this set as well. So if you find a specific cosmetic that you want to buy for one of those featured units, you don't want to spend the real money, well, you'll have 2 weeks in the individual item purchase period to buy whatever you want for whichever units that you want. So wanted to bring some attention to this. Now you guys know, feel free to start saving up those gems. And with that all being said, that's going to be it for the video. So if you enjoyed and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. Feel free to leave a quick like as well. It means more than you can imagine. And more 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross Global videos should be popping up on the screen or to your recommended suggested videos to the left or below. Feel free to check them out. But if not, until next time, take care everyone. And this is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.